Okay, these are the items I've received from Banggood. Each packet, there's the barcode information. Each packet, 3 of them, contained one receiver, clearly marked as AFHDS connection system, antenna straw, and the binding cable. Right, we'll put these aside for a second. Each packet, so I have 3 binding cables, 3 receivers, 3 straws, all came in 3 packets. This is the receiver I already have. Also written on there is, at the bottom there in orange, is AFHDS, which is the same system for connecting to my remote control, which is the FS GT3C. The way to bind it is using a binding cable. You put the binding plug, the cable into the binding pin. You then connect it to the battery. You turn it on. It then flashes very fast. You then come to the remote control. You hold the bind key, the bind button, and then turn it on. As soon as you turn it on, the red light on the receiver stops flashing. It is bound. You can then turn it off, remove the bind plug, plug in the servos, sorry, it's a bit awkward trying to do it one-handed. Turn it back on. Turn the receiver on. The light is on permanently. The steering on the RC car works. Throttle, brake, all work. Now that is all with my receiver. So I turn it off. Turn off the remote. Unplug everything from my receiver. The reason I wanted more receivers because I have more than one RC car. I wanted to be able to use more than one from the same receiver, which this operates using up to 9 receivers. So again, clearly marked there with AFHDS. Now this is the receiver I got from Banggood. Try and get it to focus. That there says AFHDS. It won't focus. But it's also marked on the description that it is the AFHDS system. So I put the bind plug into the bind port, which is the second one down, clearly marked as bind. Oh, there you can see the AFHDS. So the second one down, the top one is the battery, the second one down is the bind. So I plug the battery into the top. I turn it on, and as you can see, the LED light there is flashing to say it's ready to bind. As you can see, my transmitter is off. The receiver is ready to bind. I press the bind key, press the power key, and the receiver is still flashing, ready to bind. It should be an instantaneous bind. I've tried several methods with plugging it in and then binding. I've tried, put the plug in, then the bind key. I have no other way of knowing. All I know is that you normally plug the bind key in, plug the battery key in, turn it on, and it works. I've got 3 which all do the same thing. The one I just tried, these other 2 are exactly the same. None of them bind to my receiver, my transmitter, sorry. So that is the reason I need some information or a refund, and I will return them. Thank you.